Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, welcome to Delphi Economic Forum. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Maniana Kalogeraki, and I'm the correspondent of Hellenic Broadcasting Corporation, ERT, and Athens News Agency in Cyprus. And I have the pleasure and honor to be hosting a hopefully great discussion and interesting discussion with the President of the Republic of Bulgaria, Mr. Rumen Radev. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for being with us, and welcome to Greece. Welcome to Delphi Economic Forum.
Thank you for the invitation. And let me first thank the organizers and you personally for getting us together at this very prestigious forum. I think what we need today is a dialogue, sharing of views and ideas, how to overcome numerous challenges, and how to shape up the future for our region. That's why we need to look beyond any specific memoranda, any specific agreements, any specific relations. What we need is to look at the big picture of our region, where I do believe Greece and Bulgaria play a special role as being already an axis of stability and development of our region.
Speaking of the relations, Mr. President, between Greece and Bulgaria, you have underlined during your last meeting also with the Greek Prime Minister the good relations between the two countries, which are more strengthened, even more strengthened by the memoranda that you have signed. Could we resume in what point we are and what we have to expect from now on?
First of all, we have acceleration for such a positive development, and I do believe that the Russian brutal aggression against Ukraine has profoundly changed our thinking, our perception, what does solidarity and neighborhood mean. And Bulgaria and Greece are not just partners enjoying excellent political relations. Being European, EU and NATO members, we share a common responsibility for the stability and prosperity of our region. Every agreement, every joint project in energy, in transportation, in the economy reflects the entire region. And that's why we share this common responsibility. And also, we share a strong political will and vision about the European future of our region, together with Prime Minister Mitsotakis and President Sakelloropoulou. We have regular meetings, and based on this shared vision, shared responsibility, and strong political will, we scored a substantial progress in our relations. Just to mention, on the 1st of October last year, we launched the operation of the IGB, gas interconnector between Greece and Bulgaria, proving that Greece and Bulgaria alone can design and build state-of-the-art large generation pipeline, that we can implement new technologies and to deliver long-lasting diversification, not just for Bulgaria, but for the region of South and East Europe, thus bringing a new repositioning of the energy map of Europe. We succeeded also from our side to double the reserve capacity of Bulgarian the LNG terminal in Alexandroupolis. And also we succeeded to sign next agreement, as you mentioned. In February, in Athens, we signed a memorandum to study the possibility to go further for the construction of the oil pipeline between Alexandroupolis and Burgas. As we know, the straits have been already overwhelmed by traffic, and developing a new route is providing a huge possibility, not just for diversification, but securing the supply of non-Russian oil to the vitally important region of the Black Sea. Also, during the same visit, we signed with Prime Minister Mitsotakis a memorandum of understanding on securing gas supply and storing of gas. What does it mean? The gas operators of the Hellenic Republic were allowed the chance to book reserved capacity in our underground gas storage in Bulgaria, while on our side, our gas operators are given the chance to book slots to reserve capacity and regasification capacity for storage in the terminals in Greece. So this is a huge chance for us. Also, we are going further, and we also have been under finalized working for the power cable, power grid from Maritsa Energy Complex in Bulgaria to Nea Santa. We are going to finish very soon the power grid, thus enlarging the capacity of our region to transport electricity. Also, next week, I hope we had a very productive meeting today. Next week, we are going to sign a memorandum between Port of Varna and Port of Kavala. This is a substantial change for both Greece and Bulgaria. Having this possibility to operate with goods and combined with the next memorandum we are signing very soon for C2C, transport corridor. It means Thessaloniki, Kavala, Alexandroupolis, Burgas, Varna, Russe. That will be a major shift in the possibility for future transportation and to provide security of supply. Also, with enormous impact, not just for Greece and Bulgaria, but for the post-war recovery of Ukraine. And all these projects prove that developing connectivity between our two countries is a must. We have learned the lessons that we can unlock the potential of our economies only by working together, only by improving energy, transport, digital connectivity. And I believe that the key of our success lays in the fact that we started to think together about the future of our region. We started to develop the vision of our future together. We started to deliver energy resources together. We started to integrate our storage systems together to better balance our energy systems, to integrate our harbor and transport network. I do believe that next step is to take advantage of our geostrategic locations and to plug into the middle corridor. What happens right now, you know, Russia completely disrupted the North Corridor connecting Far East with Europe, Central Asia with Europe. Now it's our turn. This traffic is growing exponentially, and it's our turn to take advantage of this.
Speaking of the cooperations, Mr. President, is there any chance of planning with other countries as well? Because I noticed that you stressed the word alone. Greece and Bulgaria alone can achieve things. Are there any other plans? And please allow me to add one more question about the political significance for your country for the pipeline of Burgas Alexandroupolis, which you also mentioned.
When I said alone, I mean that just Greece and Bulgaria, we were able to design, to develop, to construct a large generation of pipeline. With remote control, electronic control of everything, it means the growing potential of our countries to launch large infrastructure projects. But to go further, I don't mean just we alone. We develop the environment, we develop the circumstances, so everybody in our region to take advantage. I will give you an example. Some days ago, President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, was in Bulgaria, and we signed a memorandum of initiative proposed by Bulgaria called Solidarity String. So the ministers of energy of Azerbaijan, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, and Slovakia, we signed that we are going to work together to integrate our gas transmission networks, to improve our interconnectivity, so to be able to transport additional quantities of gas from Azerbaijan to the European Union. However, this initiative is not limited to Azeri gas. What do I mean? All the gas coming from the LNG terminals from Greece, from Revitusa, and I hope the end of this year coming from Alexandroupolis, we will be able to transport these quantities of LNG to the north and west of us. This is what means synergy in a very challenging environment. And something more, for us, Alexandroupolis, for Bulgaria, I mean, is becoming a strategic center of gravity. The LNG terminal, the power grid, the IGB, the NATO fuel pipeline projected in the future, C2C project, everything concentrated in one place makes Alexandroupolis a strategic center of gravity for Bulgaria. Every one of these projects reflects entirely the security and future development of our economy. However, without Bulgaria, Alexandroupolis has limited potential to growth as well. So we can succeed only by doing and developing mutually beneficial projects. Mm-hmm. This is the outcome. And it is not just about economic development anymore. It is about military mobility. Lessons learned from the war in Ukraine reveals that more than 80% of contemporary military operations and our deterrence and defense capacity lays in our ability to provide reliable and timely logistics. That's why we need to develop our capacity. And if we go further to the north, what do we need next? We need bridges over Danube. Just for your information, the average distance between two bridges at the upper and middle stream of Danube River is about 20 kilometers, while the distance between the only two bridges between Romania and Bulgaria is 300 kilometers. So we are developing the interconnectivity between Greece and Bulgaria. But if we go to the north, we need more bridges between Bulgaria and Romania. And I'd like to thank your country for the support for our Schengen accession. Only by having Bulgaria and Romania in Schengen, we can fully realize the economic potential of our countries. It means free movement of goods, of services from Piraeus, Thessaloniki, Kavala, Alexandroupolis to the north, through Bulgaria to the rest of Europe. Mm-hmm. This is our goal, strategic goal, and thank you so much for supporting us.
Thank you, Mr. President. Speaking of economic development, which we see that you mentioned quite a lot of times, and economic development has to do with investments also. So we would like your view and your opinion about the reasons why somebody should invest in Bulgaria. And please allow me to grab the chance, because maybe we have possible investors in the room, and your answer would be crucial for them.
Very good question. Here we come to the Bulgarian paradox. Despite of the political instability, in fact, we set maybe a European, maybe a world record. We have conducted 5 elections within 2 years time frame. Despite of this fact, the Bulgarian economy is steadily growing. Last year, we finished with 3.4% GDP growth, 23% public debt. I believe here in Greece, you can well appreciate this number. What does it mean? We finished the year with the largest economic, with the largest export growth in the European Union, with the largest industrial growth in the European Union, 70% growth of FDIs. So a very good number to prove that our economy is doing well. And just one figure, we scored 22% increase in trade turnover with Germany, as indicator of the potential of our economy, reaching about 12 billion trade turnover. In fact, Greek has almost the same figure, almost the same. However, only few countries have a positive balance in trading with Germany. We have a strong positive balance. We export to Germany mostly industrial products. And speaking about specific example, I can outline the success of Bulgarian automotive sector. We started developing this sector about 10 years ago from scratch. Now it delivers more than 8 billion turnover in our economy, 11% from GDP, 350 companies, more than 75,000 employees. And what is more interesting, every German company investing in our industry, almost every German company, expands its investments. And most interesting, not just the German companies, many other companies establish R&D centers in Bulgaria, proving that we have a big potential in science, big potential in our education. I believe that the key of success lays in the fact that there is a strong consensus between the presidency, the caretaker governments I assigned, and the political parties in Bulgaria to develop friendly environment for business investment, to reduce the bureaucratic burden on the business, to improve the quality of our institutions, to continue developing strong education, science, and innovations. That's why we enjoy being among the top 10 countries in the world with the fastest mobile internet. Also, we rank number 3 in the ratio IT specialists per capita, which is a good indicator.
Okay, thank you so much. We have just 2 minutes left.
You are well invited to invest in Bulgaria. You can open R&D centers everywhere.
We have just 2 minutes approximately for 2 questions. One very important thing that we would like to hear from you is the topic of Russia and the Russian invasion in Ukraine, which has affected the natural gas, the field of natural gas that you mentioned. And I would like to ask you if you think that the war will end soon, and if Russia will find paths towards the West, maybe. What's your opinion about this? Because we have just a few minutes left, Mr. President.
The Russian war against Ukraine triggered numerous crises in Europe and worldwide. And Bulgaria is a perfect example. What does it mean to be dependent on only one supplier, especially in energy? That's why I'd like to thank your country for providing access to your LNG terminals in the most difficult time for Bulgaria, when Russia interrupted the gas supply to us. But I don't believe anybody can say when this war will finish. The problem is that this war has developed as a global economic clash. This war, every day of this war, threatens the world peace and security. I hope that we are able to find the chance to cease fire, to look for diplomatic solutions as soon as possible, because all of us, we see that military solution is getting extremely difficult. It poses a huge risk on world peace and security. In fact, the world security architecture has been collapsing in front of our eyes. We need to think, we need to find a new formula how to reposition the post-war strategic environment, how to design the future world security architecture. And the war poses many questions on us. Who are the winners? Who are the losers from this war? For sure, Europe is not among the winners. And the war poses enormous tension on our economic and social systems. And that's why we need to stay together. We need to improve the resilience of our countries through EU and NATO as well.
Okay, one last question, as brief as possible, if we have the chance from the organizers, please, has to do with Turkey, Mr. President, and the fact that Turkey has recently made the first delivery of LNG in Bulgaria. One comment, if you think that Turkey has the ability to be a partner, a reliable partner as far as natural gas is concerned.
First of all, let me be clear. We do not buy LNG from Turkey. We have signed an agreement for reserved capacity on all the Turkish LNG terminals and free access to BOTAŞ, the gas transmission network of Turkey. We buy gas from the companies worldwide we select through open, transparent tenders. It's a huge difference. So it's the same approach like we have to Revitusa, to Alexandroupolis. And I hope that Turkey will stay a reliable partner in keeping this agreement. Talking about the neighborhood, both Greece and Bulgaria, we are immediate neighbors to Turkey. I hope that we will continue maintaining good neighborly relations as Turkey is our ally in NATO and needed partner in tackling many crises and problems like migration, organized crime, terrorism, energy supplies. And we highly appreciate and we hope that the political dialogue between Turkey and Greece will continue in a productive manner and will find all of us a way to reduce the tension in the Mediterranean. And as for the question for the elections, coming elections, it's up to Turkish voters to decide. It's up to them. I hope that the elections will be transparent, democratic, and we'll have soon the results.
Before we thank you, please allow us to introduce also the President of the Republic of Cyprus, Mr. Nikos Christodoulidis, which is next at the Delphi Economic Forum. And thank you very much, Mr. President. It has been a pleasure and honor.
Thank you. I realize there is a tradition in Cyprus, the president to be called Nikos.
Nikos.